Hello, all you lovely film fans, and welcome back for season 2 of the St. Mungo's Film Society podcast. I know, right? A second season. We are all back, chatting about films, joined by our fantastic and wonderful film ambassadors. So say hi, everyone.
Hi.
We'll try that again, but with a bit more enthusiasm. Say hello, everyone.
Hi.
Not that better. Okay, we'll keep going anyway. So, for our triumphant return for season 2, we are talking about the Oscar-winning Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, starring Michelle Yeoh, Stephanie Hsu, Jamie Lee Curtis, and what's his name again? Yes, Quan. My accent is absolutely bogging. Anyway, so the story is a middle-aged Chinese immigrant is swept up into an insane adventure in which she alone can save existence by exploring other universes and connecting with the lives she could have led. So, and also, again, at its heart, like any genre piece, it's a family story, isn't it? We always talk about how genre pieces use their storytelling as a metaphor or an allegory for human issues. So this definitely at the heart of this crazy hot dog fingered, rock talking, pinata hitting existential film is a family drama in the middle of this between a mother and a daughter. So here we have a whole group of female film ambassadors. One of your most unique relationships you can get in the world is a mother and daughter. Yes. And I think this film kind of explores that really well. So, the first thing we're going to talk about is, as always, we talk through our different themes and ideas, key scenes, the cast, and talk about our favourite parts. And at the end, we give our verdict out of 5, right? There's a rule we've carried on since the first episode, and Morgan, what is that rule?
No decimals.
No decimals. So you can't go, oh, I gave it a 4.3 out of 5. No. Pick a number and stick with it. That's the rule. Right, Neve? Yes, correct, Neve. You can make eye contact there. Okay. Anyway, so before we actually recorded this podcast, we discussed the idea of nihilism, right? And we're like, any words you don't know? And Charlotte immediately just said, well, what is that word? Yeah? Do you remember what I said to you?
It's like, what's the point in life? Like, there's no point anymore.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. And then Ashton did say as well, oh, well, I don't get it either, which is absolutely fair enough. It's not a common word or phrase that comes across in your life because you're not nihilists, right?
Speak for yourself.
Speak for yourself. What is it up to a point? We're all just dying as soon as we're born, spinning around a big ball of dirt around the sun. What's the point? Anyway, wow. The nihilism came out there. Anyway, so what we talked about then, how nihilism is an anti-religious philosophy. It's an anti-religious movement, questioning one's existence and what the point of it is. So what we kind of spoke about then is, how is that important to this movement, into this film? Did we have any points about that at all? Looking around the group in an absolute panicked eyes. Okay, I'll keep talking. It's absolutely fine. So, we talked the idea about the bagel. Yeah, the bagel. So what shape is a bagel?
Circle.
A circle.
With a small circle in the middle.
With a small circle, also known as a hole, right?
Mm-hmm.
A hole. Are you laughing at the word hole, Ruby?
No.
You're laughing at the word hole. Okay, let's move on. Right. So a bagel is like a savoury donut with boiled bread. Right? Yeah. In this school, it's really weird. The weirdest thing in the morning is people have plain bagels.
They're banging.
It's so weird.
I love a
They're
plain
banging.
bagel.
Would you eat a plain bagel at home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
There's some cream cheese. I mean,
No,
just
like
a loose butter.
Yeah, like
It's just the school one.
This is the school one is banging. It's just something about a school. It's like,
I don't like the school cheese bagels, but I only like the school like plain bagels. I'll have them at
Okay,
break.
They're
okay.
warm. They're soft.
Yeah.
They're comforting. It's like a wee safe
Yeah.
start to the day.
Like they're crunchy around the side.
Okay,
and,
so let's take a nihilist route in that then, right? Let's take everything you love about the comfort of a bagel in the morning and destroy it, right? Instead of a hole in the middle of the bagel, there's a void, a vast void, right? And what happens when Chewbacca right, looks into that hole in the bagel? He sees a black void, nothing. question, what is the point of all this? So again, some of these themes are kind of linked. Nihilism, the bagel, and the kind of the mother-daughter relationship, and even the mother herself, right? She's got a big part to play in this because the idea of Evelyn, especially the one we meet, she has no particular set of excellent skills. Yeah. So this is the main planet one, right? So we know about the kind of universe jumping, yeah. The purpose of that is kinda. Yeah, okay. So the reason why they picked this Evelyn, because she is absolutely spectacular at nothing. Imagine being told that. It's like you with art, Charlotte.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, you got told, no names obviously, but you got told, you're too creative for art.
That's so embarrassing.
You can be held by the confines of the SQA and their creative smashing ways. Alright? It happens.
That's such a great way to
Charlotte.
tell someone. That was really funny, guys.
Yeah. It's okay, guys. It's like you have other shit. You're good with colour.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So how you felt in that moment, imagine how Evelyn felt. That not just about art,
That's her life.
it's her whole life. But she's just average at everything. So that's why she's kind of flown under the radar in this movie. That's why Jobo Chupacabra can. It's a really weird word to say name, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jobo Chupacabra. Is it?
That confused me because Evelyn's name is the same in all the universes, but then hers is different, and it's Joy in one and Joy in the
Yeah.
other. I didn't get that.
Well, again, what that is, right, it's a fair point, is it's every other version of Joy has combined. She's absorbed, right? So remember the idea is not to jump before you're ready because you can go off chaos. That's created Jobo Chupacabra. That's the idea of it. And obviously Evelyn in the Alphaverse helped create that as well by pushing her too hard to the point she cracked. And all different versions of Joy went into her, except for the one on Evelyn's universe. That makes sense? Yeah. Still a strange name, no way.
Yeah.
But the Daniels who made it said it because it's just a funny enough name to say. There's no meaning behind it. You know what I mean? It's kind of goes into the whole nihilism thing. Isn't it? It's like, it's a funny name, mate. You know what I mean? So, So then this leads on to Evelyn being told by Waymond, that's his name, it's Raymond by W. It sounds weird to say. Waymond Wang. Right? That's his. Are you laughing at the word Wang?
No.
Or the word Waymond? It sounds like a speech impediment, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But that's his name. I was like, it's not Raymond, is it? It's like, no, it's Waymond, right? Alpha versus Waymond was talking about how she has to develop these certain sets of skills to defeat Jobo Chupacabra, right? So then what he saw was these random little acts, right? Did anyone understand that? Why they're doing random acts? What's your interpretation of the random acts? You got a wee thing I can see in your eyes.
There's just like whatever random thing he has to do, like triggers an opening into another universe, basically.
Yeah. Essentially what it is, yeah. Anyone got any other thoughts about the random acts?
Basically saying that one decision can change your entire life.
Yes, exactly. So you're both completely right. Because the idea is, I'm thinking of whoever's seen any multiverse story like Loki or Doctor Strange, anything like that, right? So the idea is that there's a plan for your fate, your line of fate. And every decision you make at a turning point creates a new branch, right? But if you do something completely random at the wrong time, it can basically put you on a different trajectory of a path that's not planned for you. And that way you can connect to another version of yourself in another universe. That's the point of it. So the paper cuts in the between the web fingers, that was actually horrible. Actually, I remember watching and you were just cringing every time they pulled the paper through. Oh, it even actually makes you want to close your fists.
Me and Emily were hiking under my blazer.
Oh, it was horrible. Absolutely horrible. Yeah. So, again, it's really weird how this is the best multiverse film that came out that year. There's too many stories about multiverses now. You know, you had Doctor Strange and then Multiverse of Madness, whatever that abomination was. That was an abomination. I'm sorry for any Marvel fans out there. It's an abomination.
They could have done so much with it.
But again, I think what's happened there is it gives you free reign to rewrite whatever you want for your storyline. And I think this kind of poked fun at that idea. I mean, the hot dog fingers.
It was just so random.
It's
so weird.
That's the point,
Yeah.
isn't it? Do you think that's the point of this film as well? Everything is so random.
No, it's when they use their toes to play the piano, like.
Oh, that was horrible.
And the tender movements with stroking each other's face. So then you got this massive flashback to the dawn of man and how one of the apes had, sorry for any anti-evolutionary fits people in there who's listening, but we have thumbs for a reason, sorry. Wow. High school. So we have the hot dog fingers. Apparently one of these apes had the hot dog fingers, so their version survived and evolution took over to the point that we descended from these hot dog fingered apes to hot dog fingered people, to the point that you can't bend hot dog fingers. There's no bone. It's just hot dogs. I like hot dogs.
Oh yeah.
Not on my hand.
Not anymore. You can't put off by
anymore.
it, especially when they had the ketchup and the mustard. It was for me this the kind of thought, what's a random image? What's a horrible random image? Yeah, let's get people with hot dog fingers shoving in each other's mouths full of ketchup and mustard.
And then seeing the toes.
Yeah.
Oh, again, it's a whole thing in our group about feet and toes, isn't there?
That's a
Cardinal
murder
rule.
warning.
Cardinal
No
rule.
toes.
No toes.
Like, stop. That's too
Because
far.
there was a thing for those listening at home was last year at our Oscar night we ran. I think this was Keris who's talking about this. How she feared about open-toed shoes. She feared that you get that middle toe that just goes over the edge and touches the carpet.
Oh.
I mean, what heck?
I know.
Just a random big toe just softly caressing the carpet. I'm getting a lot of disgusting faces, guys.
That makes me feel sick.
Season premiere, guys. Season premiere. Yay! We can talk more random rubbish. Anyway, I love it. So, yeah, the multiverse. So, what I loved as well is it kind of went meta with it, because there's the verse of when Evelyn became a martial arts expert, right? And she's a famous actress. Who plays Evelyn? Michelle Yeoh. Michelle Yeoh is just a big, if not bigger, martial arts artist than Jackie Chan. Yeah,
didn't know that.
she's huge in martial arts cinema. She's huge. Yep. So again, does all the stunts. She was known for that first before acting. Doing martial arts stuff. She was an action star back in Japan, in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
I actually noticed that. I think in the actress universe, some of the premiere clips and stuff, I'm pretty sure they were actually from the
Yes,
actress, because I noticed the film titles on the back. That was films that I'm pretty sure she had been in.
Do you remember when the film titles was?
Crazy Rich Asians.
Crazy Rich Asians.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a film!
Oh my god, I
It's
love
a great
that.
film. So again, that's what I mean. It got really meta. So they used her that to learn the martial arts and so on. But I like that because again, I think we saw a very layered performance from Michelle Yeoh in that. So again, some bits are really comical. Again, she almost aged herself up because you see Michelle Yeoh in real life, and she's this beautiful, glamorous, angelic angel.
Yeah.
You know, and this is this kind of old woman.
Yeah.
You know, it's really weird to see. But anyway, what we're going to do is move on to the mother-daughter relationship, the whole crux of the story here, where the whole thing kicks in. So, I'm a boy. Sorry, man. I'm a man. I have a mum who you know is called Agnes.
We love Agnes.
Agnes the Icon. Yeah, Agnes the Icon. All 5'2" of her. And she's still as powerful as a brick.
What an angel.
Yeah, she has the power. So, obviously, a mother and son relationship is very different from a mother daughter relationship. You have brothers here. Morgan, you have a brother.
Do I have a brother?
Do I have a brother? Yeah. So, just for a bit of context here, obviously you don't have to go into all detail. So how do you describe the difference between that relationship and the one between you and your mother? So lie on this couch and tell us how you feel.
Well, the mother-son relationship is very much, Mom, I need you to like my bum, but you're 18. And the mother-daughter relationship is, Mom, I need to get home. She's like, you can walk. I'm 8. That's what I get.
So succinctly put.
Yeah.
That's a perfect way of doing it. Yeah. So it's weird. Do you think in some? I'm not, by the way, for all intents and purposes, I am not a therapist. Right. I know parents mess us up in all sorts of ways, right? Sophie, I think you had a point you were going to say there, did you not?
Well, I'd say me and my mum's relationship's a lot different to the one in the movie.
Okay.
Because I can't believe I'm going to say this. We are both obsessed with Pedro Pascal.
Well,
So weird.
who's not?
I love
So
Pedro
we
Pascal.
always sit and watch his movies and TV shows and always talk about them and things.
Well, why not? That's right. So, you got a nice healthy one. I'm not saying
nice.
Morgan's not healthy.
No,
Mrs. Clark, I love you.
I love my mum.
Yeah, we all love you, love. Right? So, what I mean, the reason why for that, I think Morgan can succinctly put it a point there, right? Is a mother and son, like, oh, mum, boy. You can do no wrong. Your son actually burned out a building.
That was
Not
not
my boy.
son.
I mean, look at him. Look at him. You cherub. My daughter, on the other hand, though, you think it in some kind of weird way, it's kind of like mums are trying to build you up to make you strong and independent
Yeah.
in a way. You know what I mean? Again, like I said, that's the kind of impression I get, and this will actually link on to our next film, we'll talk about at the end, is there's something so unique about that. I think mothers see a lot of themselves in their daughters,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
get, and you know yourself in life, you have a clash of personalities,
Yeah.
you know, and I think this film does that really, really well, especially because the realization at the end, because you realize how similar they actually are.
Yeah.
They're both so stubborn.
Yeah.
They're both so strong. You know, they're independent. And in a weird, twisted way, I think that was Evelyn's way of raising a daughter, to try and make her feel that way. But unfortunately, because a human psyche is so diverse and so complicated, for every good thing you try to do, there always is a negative effect. Yeah? So, for every, oh, it's nice to see you, is, Joy, you look fat.
Yeah.
Do you mean it's like Joy? This is Joy's good friend, not her girlfriend.
Yeah, like every time the mum would try and like say something nice to her, the daughter would always take it in like a bad way. So like even if the mum meant it in like a good way, the daughter would always be like, oh well, you're just like either being mean to me or being too harsh on me and being like taking everything I say. Like,
Yes.
aggressively.
Yeah, no, totally. Again, I think it's so. Again, my wife watched this as well, and the film we're going to watch next week, and she thinks it's so accurate about how it works, the dynamic works. I mean, you can be best friends and worst enemies all at the same time.
Yeah.
Do you mean because you see each other so much? And it is. And again, I don't understand it. So it's like, for example, my in-laws might come round and my wife will come back to us. Can you actually believe what my mother said? I was in the same room. What's the same conversation? I was like, what? I didn't get that whatsoever. It's like, honestly, there's a tone.
Yeah.
There's a judging tone. Do you not see the look she gave me as well? Honestly, this issue. I was like, she just asked you how you were.
I think that's also like a boy and a girl thing, because a lot of the time girls will know that that's what they really mean and guys won't pick up on that.
Yeah.
So you'll
Yeah.
be like, oh, I didn't get that. And she's like, but I know that's what I do.
So what you're saying is you are manipulators and puppet masters.
Yeah,
Yeah, cool. Yes, true. As the saying goes, happy wife, happy life. Yeah. So that's a good segue into one of my favourite is Waymond. How can you not love that man?
Such a guy.
We love
It's honestly, he's like a wee hero. And with I do apologise for how I pronounce his name here. Yeoh Quan. I think I got that time. Yes, he's got this impeccable talent of being super, super, super sweet to being really serious. All a change of a button. Do you mean? And we literally see him change at a button. But does anyone know where Yeoh Quan came from in terms of her film history? Morgan.
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones. What else? The Goonies. Yeah. So what it was, he was this child star, and then faded away. He faded away. But what he did do for years was he was a fight choreographer for films.
Yeah.
He never acted. This is his first acting job in about 20 years.
Actually.
Yeah. He
Very
did,
good.
What a comeback.
exactly. And that's why, again, which we'll come to talk about later on, is the Oscar season, journey, award season, was just so good seeing this guy back. He loved it. He was taking selfies with everyone. You know what I mean? He was like, as if we went to the Oscars. It's like, no, you're famous as well. You're in a movie. We know who you are. It's like, I acknowledge you're famous, enjoy it, but no, it was so sweet. And I think that transfers over so well to that. And we talked about the mother-daughter relationship, but it's also a fractured family relationship. So obviously, he loves his daughter. And you get that so much. And that, so he's kind of like the counteract to Evelyn's and Joy's nihilism. Do you know what? To the point, I kind of feel bad because he's kind of outnumbered in the house. 2-1. You know, but I like the idea of him just being this kind of glass half full kind of character.
Yeah, he sort of brings about optimistic nihilism. Like he's more like, yeah, nothing matters, but like it should matter anyway.
Yeah, it's like, and for me, it always sticks with the speech at the end. Is it doesn't matter, just whatever you don't understand anything, if you don't get it, just be kind. I think that's worth to live. Again, that's why there's huge messages through this film, absolutely huge, and I found that quite beautiful, that scene. And I feel like, so Evelyn was annoyed about the googly eyes on everything. That's just him. He's like trying to make joy in everything. Putting googly eyes in the laundry baskets. You're gonna.
Yeah, see about the googly eyes actually. I like that it symbolizes the opposite of the bagel, like because it looks like yin and yang inverse of each other, but also because it symbolizes like optimism, but the bagel symbolizes nihilism. So I just really liked that was present.
Yes, good God, that you utter genius.
Cracked the code.
You cracked the code. You stole my thunder. I was going to come to that later on. But anyway, no, totally. That's the point. So Joy and Evelyn feed into this bagel. Waymond uses the googly eyes for literally a black dot to fill that black hole. It's a full fudge donut from Greg's. It's not a ring donut anymore.
Oh, love fudge donut.
Oh, banging.
Oh, I'll have to get one.
Thing is,
later.
you know people in England call them custard donuts, and not fudge
What?
donuts, because custard in them. Yeah,
It's custard.
it's custard inside fudge donuts. Oh, fudge.
Yeah.
It's fudge,
Really?
it's fudge on the top.
I thought it was fudge.
At the top.
I don't like
Yeah, on the
custard.
top it's fudge and then
Inside
inside it's
custard.
custard.
So you don't like custard, but you ate the fudge donut?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't like the inside.
Oh, that makes
Well,
sense.
then that's
Yeah.
why it's
You're
custard.
like,
Yeah, I always eat
so it's
rice.
kind of like the hot dog scene.
Yeah.
This is like custard coming out your mouth. Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, again, nail right in the head there, Jagoda, about the googly eye and the bagel. See, so good. Anyway, time is slowly passing on, guys. Yeah. So, with this as well, so the mother-daughter thing as well is a generational divide between them. That's a big thing, because she is almost acting the way that she was brought up, and in a way, again, obviously, I'm not a parent. I've got 2 cats and a dog.
Aww. We love your dog.
I
Sunny
know.
for life.
Something for life. Love you, bitch.
Little icon.
Yeah. If
Well,
you're
I got-
listening right now.
Yeah, I know. Right. I think other parents and parents before them and so on, it's a whole chain of events of, I'm not going to raise my kids the same way I was raised. and so on and so on. But at the same time, that is your only guide
Yeah.
of how to raise. You know, you can try, and you can try and differ from the path, but it's the way we're raised. It's your own experience of parenthood. It's the way you're raised, and I think that comes through quite a lot in here.
There's not a lot of generational trauma as well.
Yes,
Like the way the mother was treated by her parents. She tries not to enjoy that way, but she does end up kind of doing that a little bit, but not purposely, but like just
subconsciously, I think. Yeah, you're right, totally. It's like she tries so hard not to, she ends up doing it. You know, because Evelyn's generational trauma was what? Do you remember? Any?
She got kicked. She left or got kicked out of her house because she wanted to marry her husband.
Yeah.
But her parents weren't supportive of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and then, but also she said towards the end, so why'd you let me leave? Why'd you let me leave? You know, you're meant to be my dad. You will look after me. So that you're right. But how can you not follow Waymond? How can you not?
No, I don't.
Right? He's just like a wee from your pocket.
It reminds me of my grandpa.
Oh,
He like
That's so
always wears
cute.
that same shirt. Like he literally is just like my grandpa.
oh my god, I'd love to meet your grandpa then. Does
should
he
bring
like
him
does
on
he
the
like birth
podcast.
jump as well and
Oh yeah, all the time.
a pound, right? No, yeah, and then you've got the granddad, who's a totally different generation at all. Again, to the point that everyone has to lie about joy to the granddad.
Yeah.
Do you mean? So yeah, I totally agree that it's generational trauma in there big time. Yeah. Oh wow. So influences on this film, there are a lot of different influences on this. Did anyone notice any film styles, movies in particular that you noticed that influenced this film at all? Did you go that big? I can see you, can see the wee lip going.
Like you know the kind of old style karate films. There was
Kung fu
definitely
movies.
a lot. Yeah, there was definitely a lot of that. Especially like you said, with Evelyn's storyline where she is a martial artist. That was definitely present.
Yeah.
And also the scene with Waymond fighting with his little like bag.
Oh.
That was definitely reminiscent of those kind of kung fu style fighting movies.
Can I jump in here about the bum bag?
Oh,
thing?
yeah.
Right. There's this weird trend going on in our country right now of people, especially males, younger males, who do not know how to wear a bum bag properly.
Just
They
don't.
put it like over their shoulder.
Use a point HR right now.
We are guilty of that.
Yes.
We did it at Paolo and Tini, but
I bet you
it's
did.
just-
So it's
It
like
was-
on the chest.
It was no, but you put it like behind because then you can still see your outfit.
See,
it was
I
actually
was
quite-
brought up.
It was quite comfortable.
Yeah.
I quite enjoyed it,
And it's like very functional as well. You can just turn it round and
I-
get in right there.
Guys, obviously you look fabulous anyway. You know that, right? When I was younger, I had a neon yellow bum bag, right? For when I went on holiday, I loved that thing. Clipped it in, click. And also I don't know if you had it younger, a little tube. Oh wow.
Okay.
So we're going to go back to generational divide now, guys. So when we were younger, we had a thing called coins, right? Coins were money,
Oh,
right?
Right.
Right? And what we had, it was like a little tube, a plastic tube that went attached to a string went around your neck. And you had all your little coins in your tube.
Okay.
Ask your parents.
No
Right?
way.
And then, so you went to the shop, I was like, Mum, can I get an ice cream? And obviously my mum said, of course you can. Your mum is a little angel.
Oh,
Right?
goodness.
Thanks, Mum. I'll go and I unscrew the top of my tube. One peseta. Pesetas in Spain were a currency before the euro. 2 peseta. And I got my ice lot. It was amazing. So, bum bags, and especially that they're functional to the point they can be a weapon. It's not about looking good with a bum bag.
Multi-use.
No, I just feel like it's very hard to look cool with a bum bag.
Yeah.
oh yeah, we did it.
Well, obviously you did
I
it.
think it looks better like around the shoulder than having it around your waist.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
also
I think it does
Guys,
it.
I feel that.
it was easier for like dance.
Because like what for like
No, I like dancing and it bounces up and down and you're like, wait 2 seconds, guys, zip, my cash out. To the point, you know what? I'm gonna buy a bum bag and wear that way the way it's meant to be. Yeah, I'm gonna buy some kind of Gucci bum bag with the red and green stripe. I'm going, you know what? I'll wear it the way I'm meant to wear it.
I hate the roadmen who wear them and they're like they think that they look amazing when they wear them, and they've got like their matching trackies on. And
They're
they
Nike
think
techs.
that they look absolutely stunning, and they have them in like all different colours, and then they just have this really out of place bum bag like in a place where it's probably not meant to be, and they think that they look amazing, and I'm like, oh, go away.
It's so embarrassing. Like, stop.
And the way they walk with it, they're like showing everyone.
Well, you know what, guys? I'm gonna make them cool again. Make bum bags cool again.
Right.
Someone should make a hat about that.
Oh my god, yeah.
Make you feel
I'm gonna make not red.
Yes.
We don't do red. Maybe a
No.
bright yellow hat. Make bum
To
bags
go
cool
with your
again.
bright
That's
yellow
your-
bum bag.
I can draw up some posters, stick them around the school.
Thanks. Make bum bags cool again.
Yeah.
None of this weird thing. Sorry, it's a big irk for me. I just saw
Yeah.
people. I was like, wear it properly.
Like, it looks nice when you're going to like stuff like concerts and that, and
Yeah,
you
like,
wear them
around
in
the
nice
waist.
outfits. No, like over the shoulder. But when you wear it with like a night tech, like stop. You're
But
just
most of these
embarrassing
guys are
yourself.
topless at their gigs. It's like December. I better take my t-shirt off because I'm really warm outside. It's like -10, mate.
I know. It's
But
so
we're getting
bad.
get your bum back in. Anyway, I feel like we're digressing a little bit from our main point.
Yeah.
Look at you, I
A
know.
little bit.
You know what? That's why I need you more to keep you on track. You know, because I told you I start a sentence and I don't know where it's going to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know this about me. Anyway, so I love that scene with the bum bag, right? The kung fu and stuff like that. And it's like, it was so cool. And again, also we know it's him doing all his own stunts. You know, and it's like, so for me, yes, there's the kung fu influences in there. There's a good bit of the Matrix in there, the idea of existential. For those of you who don't know the Matrix, it's about whether or not this world is real or a computer program. Yeah, a bit of Cartesian thought in there. Quite a lot of stuff in you guys. I mean my head. I mean my head. Right? Anyway, yeah, there's that. There's cyberpunk, there's neo noir in there. It's just got a bit of everything. I mean, the Daniels made a film called Swiss Army Man. Have you ever heard of that? Yes. Have you watched it?
I've seen it. I've heard it's quite.
Does it,
Something.
Yeah.
does it not have like Paul Dano on it?
It's Paul Dano and Daniel Radcliffe. Daniel Radcliffe plays a corpse.
I thought he played Harry Potter.
He did play Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah.
Not at the same time, Charlotte. You know how actors can have other jobs?
Yeah.
You know how time moves on?
Yeah.
And then you realise you're just on a big ball of dirt, rolling
Yeah.
around, spinning in the sun.
Nihilism.
You just go, what the fudge?
Literally.
Yeah, anyway.
No cluster.
So, Swiss Army Man was basically Paul Dano, or Dano, how you want to pronounce it. I'm sure he's up to board. He's not probably not listening. So, he is trapped on a desert island and he meets his corpse and realizes that the body is multifunctional, like a Swiss Army knife. I'm going to let the pause for a second for effect. Yeah, so he uses the body like he winds the arm up to help chop wood. He uses it as like a motorboat to go across water. Yeah. And so that's a film they made, yeah. So they followed that up with this.
There's no bad ideas.
Hey, well, remember what I said? Again, obviously, with our project we're doing as film ambassadors, the project about how there's no such thing as a bad idea.
Sharks and tornadoes.
Someone went to an office and said, I'll get a good idea. Big wig's going, because I imagine no smoke. You know,
Yeah.
I'm thinking Mad Men. No, love that show. It's like, yeah, Phil tells your idea. Actually, the flag and stuff. It's like, yeah, sharks caught in tornadoes.
Let's make 4.
Let's do it.
5.
Here, name your budget. Name your budget.
I think-
There's 5.
Yeah.
The fifth's got time travel in it. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Adventurous.
This game, because why not?
Makes money.
Make money, like millions, Morgan. Millions.
Yeah.
Like we will.
Whatever floats your boat.
Of course, of course.
And then I'd be like, oh my god, I can retire from teaching. Right, anyway. So, told you, Morgan.
We digress.
We digress again. Okay, so Oscar time. This one did really well.
Yeah.
Did really well. Again, a very unlikely Oscar contender. Yeah, and what a big thing as well is because we kind of study media, we haven't got to this part yet of the course, but representation. Yes, it's huge for representation in front of the camera. Again, we're talking about generation divides and influences, but the Chinese culture is there all the way through, and it's stunning to see. Again, they play up to stereotypes. Sometimes they use it negatively against other stereotypes. Do you remember when the girl with the big nose comes in and
Oh,
they uses the
yeah.
dog as a weapon? Yeah, her name's Jenny Slate, and she is a Jewish actress. Yeah, so again, it kind of pokes fun at that, the idea of it. But anyway, huge Chinese influences in this, and it just basically shows them that they're not the butt of the joke. That's what it is, and how as well Evelyn can simply switch from English to Mandarin in the same conversation, and because it's like they're coming up for Chinese New Year, you see these kind of stereotypes play up even more. You see all the decorations and stuff like that. So I love that about this. So that was a huge thing, and also if you think about the big five for Oscar winners, do you know what the big five awards are? You going for it?
Okay. Leading actress, actor, director, sound.
That's a cute noise. Sound close. Well, not really. I'm gonna say close anyway for you.
Thanks.
Okay, so big five: best picture, actor, actress, original screenplay, and director. Right.
That was nearly there.
That was the big five, right? This won 4 of the big 5. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. You know what I mean? Also, when it comes to the acting categories, it won 3 of the 4. The only didn't win was Brendan Fraser won Best Actor for The Whale. Yeah, that was a film I made. I mean, I love Brendan Fraser. I love his comeback, but he basically wore a fat suit.
Yeah.
I mean, you put that much prosthetic on, it's like you're not really acting, are you? It's like it must be hard working about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would hurt your back.
it really hurt your back. The only thing I would say about it is, Jamie Lee Curtis. As much as I love the GLC, I do love GLC. Huge Halloween fan, stuff like that. For me, Stephanie Hsu, who plays Joy, should have won it over her. That was my only niggle with this.
Yeah.
She was brilliant. You know what I mean? You think of all the different variations in that. For me, I've never seen such an Oscar snub since James McAvoy in Split. So you think about, so those of you who've seen Split, he plays like 20 odd different roles in the one movie, and each completely unique and different. That was snubbed. I mean, what is it? What do you want the Academy? I mean, don't even get me started on the Bohemian Rhapsody debacle. Yes, I'm going to come back to this. Bohemian Rhapsody won the award for best editing, clearly voted by people who don't know what editing is. So, yes, I get this quite a lot from other classes and stuff. They're like, how can you not like Bohemian Rhapsody? Yeah, one, because I've watched it. Secondly, there's a video that I put on to show you just how badly made it is.
Yes.
You've seen it?
You thought the movie.
Yeah, of course I have. Of course I have. Because the people have to know. The people, I mean, with my eyes are, the people have to know. Right, they do. They have a right to know how bad it is.
That was a really good impression.
I know, right? I'm such an actress. I'll go with. Right? Yeah, that's what I mean. So again, if you look at previous winners of Best Picture, I'm kind of loving the diversity of it, because 3 years ago it was Parasite. Yeah, another example, for example, of Asian cinema coming through as well. So, and also with Everything Ever All at Once, it was produced by a studio called A24. And he's an A24 fan. And again, to the point is, for those of you not familiar, A24 is an independent American film producing company. And they produce films such as Midsummer, Hereditary, Moonlight, yeah. So, Lady Bird, tease right in there, right? So they're like the cool company. You know what I mean? Cool to the point that their marketing is kind of aimed at the studio and not the film itself. It's like, oh, I'm looking forward to the next A24 movie coming out. So that's what I love about it. It's kind of like, I think what we're seeing now is the start of a golden age of cinema. You know, again, like him or hate him, Tom Cruise. Yes, we're talking about Tom Cruise now. Yeah, it's the same guy who jumped on the couch saying he loved Katie Holmes, and same Scientologist guy. But my God, he makes good movies.
Yeah.
He makes good movies, right? Go on, Tom. He kind of saved cinema from COVID for me. It kind of did. I mean, Top Gun was a smash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We all went to see Top Gun.
Oh, I
Maverick.
love that.
So good. So good. You know what I mean? That got people back in the cinemas again. And then, but because of the success of that, you had all your big films come back out again. That kick-started it all. But it was meant to be No Time to Die, the Bond film, until they postponed it, and the cinemas had to shut down. And I was like, oh my God, the cinema's going to be closed forever. I mean, where are we going to go? What am I going to do, man? What am I going to do? It's like, I've to watch like Netflix movies?
Nah.
Morgan, I'm not doing that. No. I can only watch the Tall Girl so many times in my life.
It's such a good movie.
Yeah.
Is it though? Is it?
I feel like
I refuse
the
to
amount of
watch
times
it.
you
Is it?
watch it,
The
like,
girl was
yeah.
like playing I don't like her mum on Dance Mum, so
No. Or like to all the boys I loved before. Don't say, oh my God, I love that movie.
Oh my God,
I'm
really?
sorry. Oh, I really love it. I'm sorry.
Sophie. Exactly.
Go on, Neve, you got a point.
New era of Netflix rom-coms are absolutely
Horrific.
horrific.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't sit through them.
Horrific. It's kind of us.
Yeah.
It's like sharks, tornadoes, man. It's like cool. Shit.
No,
Too
but
bad.
like, I'm quite slow and like I don't like gather stories quite very well. So when it's all the same story, like I
It's a
grasp
health
it
society.
eventually. Like yeah, like I've had to think about this movie for a week to actually figure out what the story was, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Get there eventually.
Charlotte, I love your honesty.
Yeah.
You know,
so
anything but
creative.
honest. I love it. You know, but anyway, going back to, and also like Netflix, pay your writers. More strikes,
Yeah.
A24 pays their writers.
Yeah.
That's why we love them. That's why most of the film choices that I've picked on this list are A24 movies. Support writer strike, actor strike, just anti-studios, anti-bigwigs, anti-streaming services. Just pay people. How many jets do you need, Bob Iger? Who runs Disney, by the way?
I thought that was Walt Disney.
Oh my
Dead.
God.
Yeah, I know that.
He died. So it's kind of hard to run a company when you're dead.
He's the big boss.
Runs
Big
on
boss
the grave.
CEO. CEO, yeah.
Yeah.
They send their messages up.
They
I
do.
heard
Yeah.
they're freezing him.
Well, but apparently his brain not in cryogenic frozen. That's a rumor.
Yeah,
Disney.
that's what they're doing.
That's what they're finally froze his
Yeah.
brain. What are you gonna do? Like bring him back as like a robot Mickey?
Oh, that'd be so
Yeah.
funny.
He's like, come here. I don't know, is that good?
No.
Awful, wasn't it? It's
Took
absolute.
me a minute to process
Ah,
the
it's
noise
like-
there.
I'm subliminal. Wow, you know. Anyway, yeah. So, wow, we've talked quite a lot about different things, kind of about the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's safe to say that we loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we're coming up towards the end of our podcast.
Oh.
No, we can keep talking if you want. If you have any more to say. But again, we're going to go around and just give our verdict about a film. So, this is the bit that Ashlyn loves. Okay, this is the bit I can force Ashlyn to talk on the microphone. Because what you know is that Ashlyn kind of leans away from a microphone. she thinks it doesn't notice, you know, but everyone notices. You look fabulous, Ashlyn, as always. Right, anyway. What do you want me to start from this side, or do you want me to start from this side so you get more time?
I say that side.
Okay, you say that side, and
Uh-huh.
Ruben, you say that side?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we got a clash.
It's time we'll go this side.
Okay, cool. So we're going to go round. We're going to say a wee bit something we like about the film, right? And give it a score out of 5. So this is big, guys. This is, remember, the internet is written in ink. It can't be changed. What score you give it? I mean, someone out there Someone out there gave Bohemian Rhapsody 5 out of 5.
No.
Someone did it.
Blocked.
Right. From my life.
Yeah.
Correct. Someone did it. Morgan, we need to hunt them down. Find out who it is.
I've never.
There's some social media stalking.
You can do it. You can do this. You can find
I'll
social
find
media.
them.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Morgan.
I'll do it.
And then Ashley can help you.
I'm great at
See?
it. Dynamic
See,
duo.
that's why I have to mention by name, because if I mention by name, she has to talk. So, Neve, you're up first.
Yeah. I really liked the film. I thought the influence of like they talked about like a son of videos like ADHD, the way their ADHD impact the film. That really it's like a spot in my brain while watching it. I was like, yeah, this just makes complete sense. And like, all the way the colours worked and stuff was just I thought it was a really good film. I thought it was like a 5 out of 5, which might be a lot for like a first episode for season 2, but I'd say 5 out of 5 probably.
I loved the ADHD aspect of that you just mentioned, because being neurodivergent myself, that's they call it.
Yeah.
It makes it sound like, wow, I'm amazing. It's like or like some kind of X-Man. But it's just like, I know what it's like to have ADHD, and I know, like, I think I've kind of gave you plenty of examples during this podcast of what it's like to have ADHD. It's like, okay, I'll have a tangent. So I think you're right. It's kind of like a physical manifestation of ADHD. It's like all the possible different routes you can go down. Because again, like I said before, Morgan, I start a sentence.
We never know where it ends.
You never know. I mean, it can be hot dog fingers, or it can be me slating Bohemian Rhapsody. That's all I think of it.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
given. Right?
It has to happen.
Has to happen. But people have to know. Ruby, you're next.
I liked the way it showed like the mother-daughter relationship and stuff like that, and I liked how it was like really quite relatable.
Yes.
Yeah,
So, do you verse jump yourself, or?
definitely.
No, the murder totally. That's what we talked about before, eh? Brilliant. Do you want it?
I like the way that at the start you go into it thinking the whole multiverse aspect is a bit ridiculous, because obviously it is kind of like a spoof of all the multiverse movies, but once you delve deeper into the movie you realise like how much deeper it really is than you originally thought, and how the meaning just resonates with so many people despite it involving hot dog fingers.
Hot dog fingers. Put you off hot dog for life, eh?
Oh,
Unfortunately, I still want a hot dog.
Yeah.
Charlie, you're next.
I would give it like a 4 out of 10 because like or 5, sorry. Sorry, I got
Oh, you really hate it that much?
My God.
out of 5 because like I did like it, but it was like really hard to keep up with the story at some parts because I was a bit confused. But I like the way that like no matter what happens, like the mother and daughter, they always like love each other inside, even if they had a massive fight. Because like at the end, like when she comes out for Joy, like that's like she's finally accepted her and she loves her no matter what, even though she's done all this stuff. I also like the costumes. Like what happened? See when she walked into her dressing room and saw that, what did she think?
Amazing. It's like,
Yeah.
wow. It kind of reminds me of Harry's Love on Tour.
Yes.
Like, that reminds me of
He
like,
done us Friday nighters dirty. He did.
he did a bloody
L.
donut.
I'm not having that.
A black top with a donut on it. I mean,
I
I like
know.
donuts. I mean,
I'm
but
pretty sure I have that same top.
you know what I mean, like, yeah, talk about nihilism.
I know.
No, for me, you talked about the bit at the end with the mother come together again. I mean, that was a beautiful moment. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, maybe a wee bit, and maybe a bit of crisp, some dust in my eye and crisp in my throat.
Same with
Fever.
Fatima.
Hay fever, always like hay fever, even if
Emily
it's in
was
December.
Crying.
Hay fever. I like that. Okay. Sophie, you're next.
I love the film because I love the whole multiverse theory throughout it. And I'm going back to Dumbag again. But when Waymond has it, it reminds me of this character from the Goonies because he's always bringing out little things from it.
That's what I was
And I
going to
just love
say.
that.
Oh. Come back to the same, because again, Waymond wears a bum bag the way it's supposed to be worn.
Yes.
Ashley.
I loved it. It was just like mad. Like, it was just so random, and like you never knew what was gonna come next. And like, obviously there was like deep parts as well, but like,
Yeah.
it was just mad.
It's kind of like you want to sit in one meeting about the writing of the story, eh? It's like, how did she get there?
Yeah.
I mean, like, no, I personally understand how they get there. You know what I mean? But I was like, how did she get there? You know, it's like hot dog fingers.
Interesting one.
Yeah.
Hot dogs for lunch.
You know what I mean? Maybe it's again, it's really hard because it's not a video here. They ate a hot dog and he accidentally bit his finger at the same time. He went. For those at home, it's a moment of realization. I'm looking at my hand here, thinking, hot dog fingers. I guess what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see it.
Okay.
Um,
Well, you can make my heart on you.
no, I would rate it
A 3?
well, I just have the kind of thing where I'm like, if I wouldn't really wanna watch it like again, I wouldn't rate it over a 4.
Okay, so you're
I
thinking
feel like
rewatchability.
it wasn't my kind of movie. Like I can see how it's very good, like visually.
Mhm.
I was just like, there's a lot going on, and there were certain points I was like, there's a lot going on, and there was a meaning, but I was like, I kind of felt disappointed at the end. I thought
Oh.
something major was going to happen, but then I was like, oh wait, I don't actually know what's going on.
To the point, like, there's a couple of rocks.
And yeah,
Said, be a rock.
Oh, I love that bit.
Be a rock.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. Again, I get it. I get. I loved everyone's points. For me, I just think it feels like a film that you can actually say has everything,
yeah.
and I feel like that phrase is thrown about a lot. Oh, this film has everything. Has everything. This film literally has everything.
Yeah.
Hot
in
dog
it.
fingers. Like,
What I mean, it has everything in it. So that's what I loved about it. And like I said at the very start, I love the idea of genre cinema depicting human issues. You know, so the idea of this mother-daughter relationship and just being human, being kind to each other, I really love the Waymond character. I'm not just saying that because I'm a man. I'm saying that because of there was a line that he says about it's kind of like goes against nihilism a little bit. It's the idea of I be kind because it's the only way I know how to fight. And I was like, oh.
There was another line he said. It was in the other universe,
Yeah.
and he said something like, "I would have been happy just doing laundry with you."
Just doing laundry and paying taxes with
yeah,
you.
that was like it's kind of depressing. There's not much point, but he's like, "That's what I want. I would have wanted to do
Yeah,
that if it
so-
was with you."
Isn't it? So again, what you've done there is kind of talked about the main message of the film. They're seeing the tiny little things, the idiosyncrasies of life as being a negative thing. But the big things in life are made of all the small things. Yeah. So every time you go on someone's Instagram and they're eating a coconut on the beach somewhere, you know what? Who cares? As long as you're happy. I mean, I'm happy when it comes to Saturday afternoon and it's scorching outside. I'm lying on the couch and Netflix asks me, "Are you still watching?"
Yeah.
And the screen goes black and I see myself on the reflection of the TV going, wow,
Yeah.
this is what a happy guy looks like.
Yeah.
It's about what you find joy in. Yeah, it doesn't matter what everyone else thinks. This is coming to a bit of a list now, guys. It's about taking the little things for granted. Appreciate every little thing you do in life. Appreciate every single choice you make because you get one life, you make the most of it. That's the point of the film.
That was really deep.
I know, right?
I know.
That's what I took from the film. That's the point of it. It's the googly eye and the bagel hole. Right? You need the good, you need the bad. Because the bad makes you appreciate the good.
Yeah.
Yin and yang. So there you go. You got some Eastern philosophy, Taoism in there as well. So you officially have spoken about everything in this podcast. Right? So we're going to sum up there. So first of all, we've had 4 people make their podcast debut today. And I think it's safe to say they did really well. What do you think, guys? Yeah, honestly, if he's want to come back again next week, that'd be really good as well. Yeah. So to Ruby, Jagoda, Charlotte, Sophie, well done for your first ever podcast. You're a welcome addition to the team. Amazing. Tell your friends. Tell them to come along.
I'll
Okay.
get Nicola.
And our regulars, Neve, Morgan, and Ashlyn. Always good to have you. Yeah. So, our next film, which I've kind of teased already, it is indeed another A24. And it does deal with the mother-daughter relationship, the complexities of that. And it's Greta Thunberg's Ladybird.
Greta Thunberg.
Gerwig.
Oh.
I did say Gutenberg, didn't I?
Yeah.
She has made a film. Do you know what I mean? Greta Gerwig, Ladybird. Wow. Greta Thunberg, like, she made a film as well. Amazing. Wow.
Hey.
Yeah. So, yeah, as always, everyone at home, I have been your host, Mr. Johnston. Thank you all for listening and listen to 50-odd 5 minutes of rambling about Taoism, nihilism,
And bum bags.
fun bags, hot dogs, existential crises, fudge donuts
With the custard.
with the custard,
Ooh.
and the epiphany that Charlotte had about these custard donuts. Yeah. Thank you all for listening. So, guys, say bye, everyone.
Bye.